So usually I do my good morning bit at the beginning of the video. Something happened this morning which has got me really thinking about stuff, and I needed to pay attention to it because it was a really big realisation. So what happened this morning was one of my friends sent me a text. She had obviously watched, well I think anyway, that she'd watched my video blog from yesterday. And she basically just sent me a text. It was just one sentence and it just said, "You are way too hard on yourself." And this is something that I've heard many times before from other friends as well. And it's true. I am my own worst enemy. I'm very hard on myself. It's something that I know that I do, and I've always just kind of brushed it off. And I've been saying that I've been working on it, etc. But I guess that it's something that I didn't really know how to work on until now. So basically I got it in the car, and I got out of the car when I got to the studio, as you do. And yeah, I came in and I recorded like an opening bit for the video blog. I couldn't ignore that thought. It was all I could think about. So I literally just sat down and I started to just write down my thoughts and coach myself through it. And I've had a massive, big realisation today about a few things. In fact, more than one realisation. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it later because I need a little bit more time to work on it before those thoughts are fully complete. But yeah, that's all I got. I'll check in later. Out here, but you can't really see it behind me. I'm going to take a shot. Hold on, I'll stand still and I'll give you guys a 12 so you can see it. It's really pretty. Okay, so today I got this text from my friend saying that I'm really hard on myself, and it came completely out of left field, and it got me thinking about why I do that and why I am so hard on myself. I've heard it so many times before. Other people have said it to me, other friends have said it to me. And I know it about myself that I am really hard on myself. And I think because it just came out of nowhere today and just suddenly hit me really hard, I literally had to sit and think about it. And sitting and thinking about it turned out to be exactly what I needed to do, because it really got me thinking about why I'm so hard on myself. And I realised a lot of stuff today. So I realised that the reason that I'm so hard on myself is because I'm judging myself before other people have the chance to do it. So it's kind of like a counter-attack of judgment. And I've been carrying this thought around with me that my whole life, that I don't feel like I'm good enough. And good enough for what, I suppose, is the question, and I don't really have an answer, but I just don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like I'm good enough, and I never have. And I've been working on this. I think I've been working on it. I didn't really know how to work on it. I thought I was over it, to be honest, but I'm still carrying around that thought with me. And so I sat down and I did the work on it today, and I coached myself through it. And this is what I've come up with. So I asked myself a question, which is, Julia, how will you know when you're good enough? And the answers that I came up with were, were basically when I have money, when I'm a successful business owner, when I don't live with my mum, and lots of other stuff that all revolved around basically me worrying about how other people perceived me and their judgment, basically. And none of that stuff is actually about me being good enough. It's not at all. It's literally how other people see me. And so I'm defining myself basically on how other people see me, and I've been doing this my entire life. And I guess realizing, so the reason that the text message made such a big difference was because when someone else said it to me, and I know I've heard it before, but this time I actually heard it, if that makes sense. But what I realized was that if someone is saying to me that I'm really hard on myself, then that's because they see me as good enough. So other people already perceive me to be good enough. The people in my life who see that I'm really, really hard on myself don't think of me as not enough. It's only me that feels that way because of me worrying about what people perceive of me. And I've realised that, so I tried to record a video immediately after I got the text to try and explain why it was that it hit me so hard, and I used the word control in it, and I'm not going to show you the video because it's irrelevant, but I was using the word control in it, and what I realised is that I want to feel in control, and what I'm trying to control is how other people see me. And I've been doing this my whole entire life, to the point where I have excluded myself and rejected myself from having the things that I want and the experiences that I would like, because I was fearful of what other people would think of me, and I was trying to desperately control this image of me that I had in front of other people and how they perceived me, basically. I'll give you an example, and I'm going to talk about the fact that I don't drink. So for those of you who don't know, I haven't been a drinker for about 18 months now, something like that, and I gave up alcohol ages ago for a year, and that was for totally different reasons. And this time when I gave it up, to be honest, when people have asked me why I gave up, I haven't been able to give the same answer twice, because I didn't know, I haven't figured it out until literally today why I've done this. And the reason that I've stopped drinking this time is because I realised that when I drink, I like lose control of myself, or I'm not able to control how other people see me. And so because I'm not able to control it, I basically stopped drinking, because I'm still petrified of other people's judgment and how they're going to perceive me, basically. And the irony of it is that when I was thinking about when I used to drink, I actually used to have a lot of fun, and that was because I was letting go of that control over how others see me for a brief moment, and I felt really free and really happy. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna like suddenly start drinking all the time now just because of that, because I don't feel that I should have to drink in order to feel that way. But yeah, it just amused me that I've been that I haven't been drinking, and that's the reason why. It's like this desperate need to control how others see me. And but at the same time, when I'm drinking, that's when I've probably felt the most free, because I just let go of that control and I just be me, and that's when I feel good. And that's the best, the times in my life when I felt the best are, and when I felt like the real me, and when I felt the most free and happy, are the times in my life where I've just let go of that need to control what other people think of me. And yeah, and so the craziest thing as well is when I look at it and I ask myself, the biggest question and the most important question is, well, can you actually control how other people feel about you and how they see you? And the answer is no. I can't control it. So my whole life I've been trying to control this thing which I have no control over. And I've stopped myself from being happy and feeling free and being the real me just because I was desperately clinging to that control. So the key to me feeling good enough is just to let go of that need for control over it and just to be me and just accept that I can't control how other people perceive me. And that's it. So that's what I realised today that was pretty big for me. And yeah, that's it.